Hello everyone, Nick here from Vandy's Cards and Collectibles. I put together a very insightful video consisting of 5 of the most expensive coins ever sold in the history of coin collecting. These coins are among the rarest coins in the United States, but that still doesn't mean that someone here watching this video might have one laying around in their home somewhere. You never know. So let's get right into it. Okay, starting off with number 5, we have the Draped Bust Dollar. The Draped Bust Dollar is a United States dollar coin minted from 1795 to 1803 and was reproduced in 1804 into the 1850s. The design succeeded the flowing hair dollar, which began mintage in 1794 and was the first silver dollar struck by the United States Mint. The designer of this coin is unknown, though the distinction is usually credited to artist Gilbert Stuart, and the model is also unknown, though Anne Willing Bingham has been suggested. Most coin collectors became aware of the 1804 dollar in 1842 when author Jacob R. Eckfeldt and William E. Du Bois published a book called A Manual of Gold and Silver Coins of All Nations, struck within the past century. In this book, several coins from the Mint's coin cabinet, including this 1804 dollar, were reproduced by tracing a pentagraph stylus over an electrotype of the coins. In 1843, numismatist Matthew A. Stickney was able to obtain an 1804 dollar from the Mint's coin cabinet by trading a rare pre-federal United States gold coin. Due to an increase in demand for rare coins, Mint officials, including Director Snowden, began minting an increasing number of coin restrikes in the 1850s. A couple of the 1804 dollars were struck and some were sold for personal profit on the part of Mint officials. When he discovered this, Snowden bought back several of the coins. One such coin, which Snowden later added to the Mint cabinet, was struck over an 1857 shooting thaler and became known as Class II, the only such piece of that type known to exist today. 6 pieces with edge lettering applied after striking became known as Class III dollars. By the end of the 19th century, the 1804 dollar had become the most famous and widely discussed of all American coins. And in 1867, one of the original 1804 dollars was sold at auction for $750, which is $15,704 today. 7 years after that, on November 27, 1874, one of these coins sold for $700, which is $18,105 today. In the early 20th century, coin dealer B. Max Mell began marketing the 1804 dollar as the king of American coins. And these coins continued to gain popularity throughout the 20th century, and the price reached an all-time high on August 18th, 2021, when one of these coins was sold at auction for $7,680,000. Number 4, the Half Eagle. The Half Eagle is a United States coin that was produced from 1795 to 1929 and in commemorative and bullion coins since 1983. It's composed almost entirely of gold, and its face value of $5 is half that of the Eagle coin. Production of the Half Eagle was authorized by the Coinage Act of 1792, and it was the first gold coin minted by the United States. Design number 1, the Turban head. The design and composition of the Half Eagle changed many times over the years. It was originally designed by Keenan Barber Gans. At this time, the coin contained 0.9167 gold and 0.0833 copper and silver, practically 1 ounce of gold, 1 troy ounce of gold. It had a diameter of approximately 25 millimeters and a weight of 8.75 grams and a reeded edge. The obverse design, or turban head, depicted a capped portrait of Liberty facing to the right. The reverse depicted a small eagle. This type was produced from 1795 to 1798. Design number 2, the Draped Bust. From 1807 to 1812, a new type titled the Draped Bust, also referred to as the Capped Bust, was produced by John Reich. The Draped Bust design featured a round-capped Liberty facing left on the obverse and a modified eagle on the reverse. For the first time, the value 5D, which stands for $5, was placed on the reverse of the coin to indicate its value. In 1813, a modified version of the Draped Bust was introduced, removing much of the bust line the bust line, and giving Liberty an overall larger appearance. This design lasted through 1834. Design number 3, the classic head. By 1834, the gold in the half eagle had been worth more than its face value for several years. The Act of June 28, 1834, called for a reduction in the gold used. The weight of the coin was reduced to 8.36 grams. Yeah, so I don't know why, but on January 18, 1837, the gold content was increased to 0.900 grams in accordance with the Coinage Act of 1837. Design number 4, the Liberty head. In 1839, the coin was redesigned once again. The new obverse was known as the Liberty head. The reverse remained the same pretty much, although the 5D, the number 5 with the letter D, was changed to 5D with 5 being spelled out. That's really it. For those struck at the Philadelphia Mint, there was no longer any silver in the coin. Its composition was now 0.9 gold and 0.1 copper. However, gold ore used at the southern branch mints of Charlotte had a high natural silver content, and many of these coins contained up to 5% silver, giving them a green gold color. This design was used for nearly 70 years, from 1839 to 1908. The Liberty head half eagle is the only coin of a single design to be minted at 7 U.S. mints. Design number 5, the Indian head. In 1908, the final type was produced and designed by Bella Loyne Pratt. The composition, weight, and diameter of the coin remained unchanged, but both the front and the back were drastically altered. The new design matched the new quarter eagle design of the same date. These are unique in United States coinage because the design and inscriptions are stamped in incuse rather than being raised from the surface, meaning that the flat surfaces are the highest points of the coin. The back of the coin depicted a Native American head wearing a feathered headdress, and the back of the coin depicted a perched eagle with the inscriptions E pluribus unum and In God We Trust. Production of the half eagle was suspended during World War I and not resumed until 1929, which was the final year of that issue. The Turban head half eagle was sold on March 25, 2021 for $8,400,000. Number 3, the Brazier doubloon. If I said that wrong, I really do apologize. Don't really know how to pronounce that. But this coin is a rare American coin worth $16, privately minted in and after 1787. In 1787, a goldsmith and silversmith submitted a petition to the state of New York to mint copper coins. The petition was denied when New York decided not to get into the business of minting copper coinage. One of the surviving gold coins, weighing 26.6 grams and composed of 0.917 22-karat gold, was sold at a public auction for $625,000 in March of 1981. The same coin was once again sold in January 2021 for $9.36 million, a world record for a gold coin sold in a public auction at the time. Number 2, the flowing hair dollar. The flowing hair dollar was the first dollar coin issued by the United States federal government. The coin was minted in 1794 and 1795. Its size and weight were based on the Spanish dollar, which was popular in trade throughout the Americas. In 1791, following a study by Alexander Hamilton, Congress passed a joint resolution calling for the establishment of a national mint. Later that year, in his third State of the Union address, President George Washington urged Congress to provide for a mint, which was officially authorized by the Coinage Act of 1792. Despite the authorization, silver and gold coins weren't struck until 1794, 2 years after the Coinage Act was passed. The flowing hair dollar, designed by Robert Scott, was initially produced in 1794 and again in 1795. And in October of 1795, the design was replaced by the Draped bust dollar. Throughout its history, the 1794 dollar has widely been considered one of the rarest and most valuable of all United States coins. In a September 1880 issue of the Coin Journal, this is 1880, the author noted that a good quality specimen of the 1794 dollar was valued at $50, which was a lot of money back then. In the early 1990s, numismatic historian Jack Collins estimated the surviving number of the coins to be between 120 and 130. And in 2013, the finest known example of this coin, which was among the earliest coins struck and was prepared with special care, was sold at auction for $10,016,875, the highest selling price in any coin in history at the time. Okay guys, before we get into the number one, I want to thank you guys for watching the video. And if you enjoy this kind of content, please like and subscribe. And yeah, get on the coin boat. So coming in at number one is the 1933 Double Eagle. The 1933 Double Eagle is a United States $20 gold coin. 445,500 specimens of this Double Eagle were minted in 1933. However, none were ever officially circulated, and all but two were ordered to be melted down. So all the ones that were minted were ordered to be melted down, but only two of them were like stolen. So, however, 20 more are known to have been rescued from melting by being stolen and found their way into the hands of collectors before later being recovered. 8 of the recovered coins were destroyed, making this one of the world's rarest coins, with only 14 known specimens remaining, only one of which is privately owned. Due to the fact that the coin was never released to the public, it's technically illegal to privately own any of these coins. Still today, it's still technically illegal. On July 30th, 2002, the 1933 Double Eagle was sold to an anonymous bidder at an auction held in New York for $6.6 million. And an additional $20 needed to monetize the face value of the coin so it would become legal currency. This brought the final sale price to $7,590,020, almost twice the previous record for the coin. Note that there was a 15% buyer's premium, so that's why it went to $7,590,000. The 2002 buyer remained anonymous for nearly 2 decades until March of 2021, when it was revealed in a New York Times article to be a collector by the name of Stuart Weitzman. I think that's how you pronounce it. And his decision to reveal himself as the coin's owner coincided with his decision to sell it in an auction in New York scheduled for June 2021. The coin was cataloged as a Lot 1 in Sotheby's June 8th, 2021 auction and sold that day for $18,872,250, making this coin the most expensive coin ever sold in auction. So there you have it, guys. There's a look at 5 extremely expensive coins of the United States. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next video.